Hey everybody, this is Jake. Welcome back to the channel. So I've got my Infiniti Q60 Red Sport that I just had ceramic coated. It's been curing for 24 hours. It's a nice day out, so what I thought I might do is bring you guys for a ride today. Got to go take a laptop back, had a bad pixel, so gotta go swap it out. But anyway, hope you enjoy the video. Thanks. Alright, got the camera all mounted up. I think that's working pretty good. One thing I want you to notice how clean the interior is. So yeah, let's get on the road here to take back this laptop here. Car's looking great, running well. Really can't ask for a better thing here. Clear days today. It's the first time in about a week that we've had a pretty clear day. So out for a nice little drive to swap out this laptop that was, gotta appreciate this DOA. I think what we might do is maybe log some data on the old JB4, see how things are running. Alright, we are in map 1. So when we get to a light here, we'll change to map 2. Maybe do a poll in map 1. That'd be kind of fun. And then maybe do a poll in map 2. Yeah, you can definitely feel the difference between map 1 and 2. Map 1, there we go. Map 2. Alright, it says we're in map 2. You hear the beep acknowledgement here? Shows I'm in map 2. Like this kind of stuff right here, this is awesome. Like, look at this guy with this piece of furniture stacked up to the top of his car. Like, what? That's awesome. Can we make it? Yeah, we can make it, but I'm not gonna do that. Give that guy a heart attack. I love this car, man. This car is so dumb. Like, a luxury car that can do stuff like that it's just a whole lot of fun. All right, got my my new laptop. So headed back. It was hilarious. I did that a little mini pole right there, and it slammed the camera back. I'm sure you guys probably saw that. That was pretty funny. That's map 2 for you. A little map 2 action. Yeah, so those that don't know, like, the JB4 has a map system. I don't remember what it goes up to, but map 1 is kind of the initial one. It gives you a little bit more boost in the turbos. Map 2 gives you a little bit more boost. Map 2 is as high as I've gone. You know, the big thing there is that I've only got 1,045 miles on this car, so I don't really want to beat on it too bad. I don't think there's probably any permanent damage. I know that there's a lot of people that are like, oh my god, I can't believe you put, you know, you turned up the turbos in your car and you're flooring it every time you drive it, you know, when the car is brand new. The thing of it is, though, is that you know, these cars, you know, I don't know if you've ever built an engine before, but when you build an engine, typically you put a special kind of oil in the engine to break it, or to break it in, and basically allow the seals to, or the rings to seal, and also protect the engine from any little, you know, slivers of metal and things like that that may come loose. And usually it's a high detergent type oil. Well, you're only supposed to run that oil in the engine, depending on, you know, the engine, the oil. But like at Joe Gibbs, I think it's like, I forget what it is. They have a chart though that tells you. Well, they don't put that kind of oil in these cars, right? They tell you, oh yeah, just come back at 5,000 miles for your oil change. Well, if it was a break-in oil, you would not be leaving it in the car for 5,000 miles. There's no freaking way. So a lot of people are like, you know, I know the engine owner manual says something like 3,000 miles break-in. These engines don't need 3,000 miles. Like when I got the car, it had 250 miles on it, which tells me that the dealer probably drove this car as a dealer special car. The dealer probably beat the crap out of this car even before I got it. Holy crap, that was close. Okay. Yeah, pay attention. They probably beat the crap out of this car even before I got it. So no matter what I do to this car, it's not going to hurt it. I mean, if there's something wrong with the motor, it's not because of the stuff that I'm doing. You know, upgrading the intercooler or the heat exchanger for the turbos is a upgrade. It actually should extend the life of the car because it's lowering the amount of heat that are on the turbos. And then also the JB4, you know, all you're doing is turning up boost pressure and a little bit of fuel. And it's not like I take this to the track and I'm doing, you know, quarter-mile runs in this thing. I do occasional little bursty traffic, quick things. Every once in a while I'll take it to a, you know, kind of a quiet place and, you know, get it up to, you know, 0 to 60, just see what that's like. But that's not beating on your car. Beating on your car to me is like putting it in reverse, flooring it, and then throwing it into drive, and, you know, just trashing your transmission like that. Pulling up the parking brake and doing slides and stuff, stupid stuff, right? That's beating on your car, in my opinion. But I don't consider what I do beating on my car. I'm not spraying nitrous in it. You know, I'm driving the car like I want to drive it. I mean, I want to cruise around I want to cruise around in the city like this. You know, and some a little bit of traffic, no big deal, but just kind of cruise around and have luxury, you know, have air conditioning, pretty quiet inside. I want it to be a smoother ride. That was my beef always with the Corvettes that I always had, is they just absolutely beat the crap out of you. Like, yeah, it's a fast car and it's really fun and it's beautiful to look at, but they drive like total trash. Like it just beats you up. I'm a 43-year-old dude. Like, I don't need to be like in the hospital with back pain all the time, but I look cool in my vet, you know, like that's just not for me. So as I get older here, I'm getting these cars that are fast, but they're also kind of plush, which I really enjoy this car for that reason, as I almost get rear-ended. Wow, that was close. Super impressed with the so what I had done to the car was essentially I used a local dude that comes to the house, So just a local guy, does it on the weekends, but you can tell like this dude has perfected his trade craft. I think that's what's really cool, and I'll get to that in a minute. But basically, he came out, he stripped all the wax off of it, clay barred it, did the paint correction stuff, and then he put ceramic coating. There we go. He put a ceramic coating on it, and so anyway, it was pretty expensive. Like it was, but the nice thing is he came to my house and did it. But just watching this dude and like seeing his equipment and how he lays it out, and the fact that he only uses certain towels one time because he knows the chemicals that are in it will never come out. Like you can tell this dude. I mean, he had to probably be in his mid-30s, if I had to guess, maybe early 30s. But the thing that was really impressed me about him is that that wasn't his primary job. Like he was just doing it on the side to make money. But the important thing to me is like he talked about how he had to basically experiment with like black painted cars to really get the shine he wanted and things like that. He perfected his trade craft, basically. I think what's important to people these days is that, I mean, you can really do, this is what he and I were talking about, you can do anything you want. Like, I think that you can learn whatever you want as long as you have enough time. And I think the other thing too is that if you seek to perfect something in your life, like you work to master it, it will always be in need. And he's got these customers that are lifelong customers, and he has a regular thing going. But that's not what he wants to do. I mean, he wants to do coding, but programming. But it doesn't matter though. The guy like spent most of his life, and he told me his dad taught him some stuff too, which I thought was really cool too. He basically perfected his trade craft, and he built a brand. The other thing that was super impressive to me about this individual is that as I get almost hit again, like I can't make my car any more reflective, like yeah. But what I think was super impressive about this individual too is that he was very professional. Like, it's one thing to be good at what you do, but it's also another thing to be a professional. And he didn't just perfect his detailing, he also perfected his business. In other words, he was quick to reply to me. He followed up with emails and texts. He set expectations. He walked me through the full process. He was upfront about price. He sent me a meeting request in Google. I'll forgive him for that, but he sent me a meeting request for my thing, followed up the day before. All right, dude, you cut me off, and now you're gonna sit in the light here. Yeah, come on. So, and he sent me a meeting request the night before, and then texted me to check in to make sure I was okay to do it. He did all that, and this is his side job. Like, this isn't even his primary job. But I think that speaks volumes to, if you're gonna do something, don't do it halfway. Like, if you're gonna do something, fully commit and don't cut corners, and don't try to take the easy short way out, because it's either gonna bite you, or you're gonna find that you're gonna be unsuccessful because you're not gonna have repeat customer. Now he has repeat customer in me because his professionalism and his work quality is outstanding. These cars sure are a lot of fun. Did the camera flip back again? No, the camera stuck with me this time. But that was pretty funny. Home, crap home. Just kidding. Alright, coming up on the hizzle. Well, thanks for coming with me. Hope you enjoyed the ride as much as I did. Like I said, I love this car. I think it's fantastic. But anyway, I'll catch you next time.